if he's in his right mind, spends the rest of his life trying to be born again, trying to go back to paradise as often as he can. This is what your ancestors said. They told us and showed us where they and we come from. You got brothers out here saying that the female is nothing but a nurturer or the mere soil that produces the divine intent. That the man is the creator. Well, if that's the case, why the hell did he come from her if he's the creator? Why did he come from her? And again, if man was first, show me the first man without a navel. Because all of us that was born, were born of a woman, have an umbilical cord and a navel to prove where we come from. Show me the first man. Because the first man was made without a woman, and a woman came out of him. But again, you see us, male and female, coming from a female. Make niggas show you scholarship. Stop quoting shit. Title class is called No Dicks Allowed. Alright? Let's go into the yoni. The yoni. This is the vagina, the womb. The yoni, the sacred symbol of the female creative power. Make people bag up the scholarship, y'all. It is unnatural for a brother who claims to know some say that the womb is nothing but a gestation realm where the divine intentions of the fathers produce. That Father God is the producer of life. And we're going to show you that God came out of a pussy. No dicks allowed. Alright? The yoni, page 93. Priest Nobutai said if you can get a good up-close picture of this, please, for me. It says here, picture here is called The Erotic Earth by French surrealist André Masson, and another example of man's desire to get back into where he came from. If you see the picture, you see the man trying to go right back into what? A womb. Because that's heaven. The teacher says that heaven is between the legs of the black woman. Why are we continuing listening to people who don't know what the hell they're talking about? All they have done was taken some information and painted European. Look at this picture on page 92. You see the European? This is a European full adult male. But when compared to the womb, he's inferior. And that's most of these so-called niggas' problem. They inferior to the pussy. If a nigga tell you that dick is better than pussy, the nigga's gay, run from him. God, the ancestors said, no dicks allowed. And what you got between your legs ain't nothing but an elongated clitoris. And what's dangling between your legs is nothing but herniated ovaries. Female testicles. If we're going to deal with the truth, deal with it. Gerald Massey, in this book, Ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead. You can find this in Ancient God of the World. What they done, they just took other books out of Ancient God of the World and made little books. We're going to go with Gerald Massey. Egyptian Book of the Dead. Page 7. This is what your ancestors said. In the mythical representation of Solis, on New Year's Day, was the bringer forth of the child that was mothered by Hathor or Isis, which is the same goddess. The type is employed in the eschatology, meaning end-time prophecy, of the ritual when the manes in a mentor prays for rebirth as a pure spirit and says, "May I live or rise up and go forth from between the closed knees of souls." Where your ancestors say they come from?
The womb.
A womb. That's where they say they come from. Or the eye of Ra, which is a womb. Where does it come from a man? What the hell is wrong with these people? And what the hell be wrong with you all that accept what they say? and now know better. Check them. And then if you got a problem with, tell them I said they're a bunch of fucking faggots and step to me with that shit. I don't care who it is. Tell them I said you a fucking faggot if you think a man is superior than a woman. And let them talk to me about it. All right? Any questions, comments so far? All right. Geromancy, the natural genesis, the natural genesis, the natural beginning. Volume 1, page 461. It says here, the primitive man, meaning first man, the original man, did not know that he came from the bright sky as his father. The original man, the primitive man, the first man knew nothing about a father. This is a male now, primitive man. Did not know that he came from the bright sky as his father. He who did not know his father on earth could not recognize one in heaven. You can't prove a fatherhood on earth. And you can't prove it in heaven. As above, so below. What's within is without. But he knew that he came from his mother's womb and derived his life there by means of his navel. It's your text that was left behind for you to come back and remember. Who's the highest? Who's the supreme? It's the great mother. It's the divine mother. That's it. We both come from wombs. Male and female both come from the womb. Sisters, remember, the male sperm does nothing. It's your blood that has to stop. It's your blood that has to clot to form the flesh. It's your blood that does this. It's your breast has to produce the milk. What part does the male play in it? Nothing. Scientists have now found out through the Newsweek article we have from 1988 that to determine paternity is impossible to establish. And yet when a child come out the womb, who the child connected to, whether it's male or female? Who's it connected to? Mama. Already know who mama is, but gotta learn daddy. If you were first, then why the child don't know you? The Honorable Muhammad said that the mother is 75% value to the child, and that the father is 25% value of a mother. What's wrong? Gotta check these niggas. Gotta start checking them. You all are a priest. Can't keep letting this stuff go on and accepting it because you don't want to be disliked by your friends or disliked by people. Fuck that. You got the ancestors to deal with now. Back to the book, The Yoni. Sacred symbol of female creative power, page 48. Page 48 says here, in this unique Japanese terracotta, the Buddha is seen meditating in front of and perhaps about the Golden Gate, a Chinese term for the yoni. Although it may be surprising to many contemporary Buddhists, this sculpture conveys the same message as a passage from the Kanda Masarana Tantra, wherein Buddha is quoted and having said, take refuge in the yoni of an esteemed woman. Look what they done removed from the Buddhas today. This was always behind the Buddhas. What is that? No dicks allowed. Even Buddha know where he came from.